Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Getting to Know Our Heavenly Family. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a very happy belated Mother's Day to all mothers or anyone who has acted as a mother. Thank you so much for all that you do. Very excited to be here with you today talking about Saint Ignatius of Laconi. One of the cool things about this Getting to Know Our Heavenly Family series is, of course, we've been doing it for over a year, probably over 2 years at this point. And we've gone through so many saints that, of course, we have the more well-known saints, the popular saints who we discuss as well, but we're getting very much into the kind of lesser-known gems of the Catholic sainthood. We've canonized tens of thousands of people, so I think it's really good to be able to examine some that we may never have heard of before. So, Ignatius of Laconi was born in the 18th century in Italy. He was born to a peasant family, and he was very, very sick as a young person. He made a vow to God that if he was cured of his illness, if he didn't die, that he would join the Capuchin Franciscan friars. Now, I want you to think back to a time maybe when you were scared or you were going through a difficult time where you made a vow to God. Lord, if I get better from this, I'll never sin again. Or, God, if you help me to pass this test that I didn't study for, I'll say 50,000 Hail Marys tomorrow. Now, how did that go for you? Did you actually follow through with that? Or was it a big promise made in the moment? Because that's what it was for Saint Ignatius of Laconi. He was healed, he was cured, and he didn't join the Capuchin Franciscan friars. Fast forward a few years, and he was in a really serious horseback riding accident. And he made the same vow. Again, even though he hadn't followed through the first time, he said, no, God, this time I'm really, really serious. If you help me to get better from this, I will join the Capuchin Franciscan friars. Well, praise God, he was healed again, and this time he followed through on his vow. He made good with the Lord the second try around. So he joined the Capuchins, and he was soon appointed the beggar of the local friary, the official beggar. This was during a time where the Capuchin Franciscan friars in this area of Italy ate nothing but what was given to them. So they needed, the beggar was a position, like the doorman or, the head of the person who leads the prayers. I mean, the beggar was a position within the friary, and he took to it with great gusto. He was well known for his care of the sick in the area. He would converse and play with the poor children who had no one to care for them. And he really made himself a staple of the community through his work as a humble beggar for the Franciscan friars. He didn't lead any crusades. He didn't, experience any miraculous visions that we have documentation of. He lived a good life in service to the Lord, and other people met the Lord through him. Sometimes that's all it takes to be a saint. That bar is a little easier to attain for us, so I think it's really important to learn about saints like Saint Ignatius of Laconi to remind us that we too can be saints, and it doesn't take becoming Joan of Arc and getting burned at the stake or, something like that. So, thank you for joining us for another episode of Getting to Know Our Heavenly Family, and I hope to see you right back here next Monday morning. May God bless you all, and have a great week.